everybody, it's me, Mickey, get out of here, I'm trying to do a show. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the biggest, the baddest, and fastest show in sim racing. That's right, tonight the Outcast Motorsports Truck Series storms into the high banks of Talladega Speedway for a night where anything, and I do mean anything, can happen. Under the hot Alabama sun, the Outcast Motorsports Truck Series brings pure chaos, raw speed, and these drivers will push it to the limit with about 190 miles per hour, inches apart, trusting the draft and daring each other to make the boldest moves of the season. One wrong push, one mistimed block, and bam! It's the big one, baby. But tonight, it's just not about all survival, it's about glory. The Outcast Motorsports Truck Series is proudly presented by Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds, bringing you a showdown where teamwork meets treachery, and only the smartest and be the luckiest driver will make it out of here to the checker flag. So buckle up, because the Glad Dad is here, so you mustn't fear. Let's get down here. I want to check the points real quick. So let's do that right now. Pull it up on the screen. Brandon Brock leading the way in first place, with Eric Johnson in second place, only 3 points back. And then there's a little bit of a gap, about 9-point deficit here to Ian Montrose in third. Carson Youngblood fourth. Josh Newman in fifth, with Drew Calvert sixth. Brian Zemer bringing it up into seventh place, as Ryan Fuchs in 8th, Josh Yarbrough 9th, and Robert Tibbs in 10th place. Oh man, that old Ronnie Hurst sitting just outside of top 10. Blair Jolly in 12th. Terry Litweiler also tied with Blair for 12th place, with Charles Wilson 14th and Rob Hamilton in 15th place. Man, I hope you guys are doing okay. We've got 2 minutes left here in practice. So let's meet some of these drivers that are on the webcam tonight, shall we? Pulling it up, we got Ronnie Welchel in the top left of your screen. Make sure you wave to us there, Ronnie. I know you're watching. And we got James Green to the top right there. Got his shades on, looking cool with his hat turned back. Man, if I was half as cool as you, I'd be awesome. Eric Johnson in the bottom left. Getting ready, got a shirt on too. Oh, and getting hydrated. How about that? Rare moment here. We got Eric Johnson with a shirt on. That's unbelievable, folks. Unbelievable. And at the bottom right, we got Rob Hamilton getting ready to do some oh, no shirt. Okay, got you. No shirt. Got you. There's Rob Hamilton. How about that? All right, man. My 4 bros, as always, show me their beautiful faces. Love it, love it, love it. All right, so let's get on track here. We've got 26 people here tonight. We've got this cat right here, the Brian Zemer, pushing at 20 of Kel Peterson. There's Sean Wilson coming across the tribal here, currently 18th fastest right now. Rob Hamilton on track, and I see that Rob was texting and driving. That's a no-no, sir. Currently 24th fastest here. We've got Anthony Bennett. You can see right there in the top left. I don't have to tell you anything, folks. Anthony Bennett fastest on track, with Vodka second, Welchel third, Montrose fourth, and Sigel Oliver in fifth. So we got some guys up there hungry for a win tonight. As practice is over, so we're going to hop in as we're going to find somebody to take us around track. D-Mac, does Eric own a shirt? So I met him for dinner one time with Drew Cohn, and he did have a shirt on. I'm not sure if it was his or not, but he did have a shirt. All right. Anyway, back to brass tacks here. Cody Sigel Oliver on track right now. Let's not talk about Eric Johnson. Eric Johnson's shirt. If he needs a shirt, he knows where to find it. Outcast Custom Apparel. Cody Siegel-Oliver, first one on track here. Eric Johnson following. And, you know, there's a guy here that I'm not seeing that needs to be on track, and that's that D-Mac right there that's in the chat. D-Mac, you got to get out here, man. Miss seeing you on track. I mean, I know you really only race on Thursdays, but come on now. Anthony Bennett now coming out of turn 4 to grab his first lap. Oh, next season. Hey, that's cool. All right, folks. Carson Youngblood on track right now. Going after that championship. And by the way, I hope everybody's having a fantastic Tuesday. I mean, my day was pretty good. Took a power nap of about, say 3 minutes while the alarm was going off for me to get up and get my lazy butt in here. Timothy Bryce on track. Oh, in that beautiful Dr. Pepper truck. Love that. And love me some Dr. Pepper. Blair Jolly, fastest on track right now with a 54.976. I can promise you that won't stick. I'm looking to see some 7s in here. Some 8s maybe. And just like that, there's a 55.7. Oh, with a 55.6. Yeah, let's see here why we aren't splitting and why it's only showing 10th place on back. That's so funky to me why it's doing that. Okay, so let's see if we can't fix that. And we're not fixing it. So, that's very interesting. Anyway, Charles Wilson sitting top of the board right now with a 54.94. We're going to see if we can reset some things here. I don't like what I'm seeing. This stuff never bugs out. There we go. Look at that. Glad Dad to the rescue. Never fear, for I am here. Josh Newman finishing his lap up, currently sitting 6th fastest on the board. Rob Hamilton with a, well, normally I would say that's a good starting spot. You know, 11th, 12th. But it's Talladega. So I'm not sure that's a good starting spot. As Rob Hamilton looks like he's going to be starting in the middle of the field here. Currently 12th fastest on the board. And old Tomater James Greeny. Let's get on the board here with Greeny. As he's getting his speed up here, you can see all the way at the top of the track. Heading down the back stretch. Coming out of turn number 4, looking pretty fast here. 173 now, 4.5. He's going to get up to about 177, probably. Oh, there's 175. fluctuating a little bit here. First lap for Greeny is a 55.53, tied with Drew Calvert right now. Kel Peterson on track. 21st fastest here. Josh Yarbrough currently sitting 22nd fastest. And Brandon Brock had to go, and Best Wilson now. So Brock has the pole as of now. Kel Peterson usually pretty quick here at super speedways. We're going to see what he's got as he's heading into the tri-oval. James Greeny up to 9th place. Daniel Veerkamp taking the pole. How about that? And now Josh Yarbrough bests him. So now Yarbrough to the top spot with a 54.874. Rugged 47, I'm under the weather today. Man, that's not good. I hate to hear that, brother. I hope you get to feeling better. And this guy right here getting it up into the gears with Dean Gear and that 92 machine. Yeah, Brock, you gotta, I guess you gotta start saying that. See what Dean Gear's gonna do here. Man, it rhymes. Everything rhymes with Dean Gear. Only have 2 minutes left here in qualifying, a little less than 2 minutes. Not down to the yellow for Dean here. Probably going to be about a, I'm going to say about 14th place here. We're going to see as he's getting ready to cross the start-finish line out of the tri-oval. I'm guessing 14th place. And I'm about 10 positions off. Check a flag, check a flag, check a flag. Only about 30 seconds or so left here in qualifying. I mean, tonight's going to be, you know, of course, the draft is everything here. Talladega is all about that pack racing. Drivers cannot win it alone tonight, so watch out for those, what did we say in the corporate world? Team building exercises. Because that's what it's going to take to win tonight. I can't hear Eric over the ad. That is funny. Dean Gear goes up to 22nd place after his second lap qualifying. As these drivers are going to start taking the field here and getting gridded up. All right, folks, you know what time it is. Starting on the pole tonight, that 77 machine of Josh Yarbrough. Starting on his outside, the number 2, Daniel Veerkamp. Starting in row 2, Brandon Brock with Kel Peterson. Row 3 is going to be Drew Calvert with Charles Wilson. Row 4, Eric Johnson and Carson Youngblood. Row 5, Anthony Bennett with Ronnie Welchel. Row 6, James Greeny with Rob Hamilton to the outside in 12th. Row 7, Josh Newman and Timothy Boyce. Row 8, David Fonica with Blair Jolly. Row 9, Matt Markland and Brian Zemer. Row 10, Ian Montrose, Robert Tibbs. Row 11, Sean Wilson and Dean Gear. Row 12, Jordan Massey, Cody Siegel-Oliver. And Theory, David DeVille in row 13. And would you just look at that field of beautiful trucks, beautiful paint schemes. I need to hear it in the chat. Well, Love A. Jackson already beat me to it on the number 18. Let's roll. That's my, my Transformers transforming. Sorry about that. Anyway. Team alliances, even in league racing, drivers will work with their teammates, stick with familiar drafting partners in past races, like some that have worked together well in the past. So watch for coordinated pushing and pit strategies. Looking for the weather today in Alabama, 111-degree track temp, 7 mile an hour out of the northeast, with clear skies and 45% humidity. As these drivers are heading out of turn 4 now, so the pace car is going to be heading down into pit road. So you know what that means. Let's pull those belts tight one more time, because we're going green flag racing here in just a matter of moments. The 77 and the 2 leading the way here tonight for 60 laps around this ginormous racetrack. One of my favorites. Green flag in the air. Side by side. Coming down into turn 1. The 77, the 2, and the 20 pushing the 2 now, already making contact, so you know at the end of turn number 2 who's going to have the momentum, and it's going to be the high side here between Kel Peterson and Daniel Veerkamp as they are gone. Carson Youngblood now looking to the outside, 3 wide on the outside of the 25 of Greeny. Oh, we got Daniel Veerkamp and the 77 of Josh Yarbrough. Gone. A ton of trucks here making a parking garage in turn number 3. Blair Jolly, the 55 of Zemer. I don't think Zemer was involved here. Eric Johnson makes it through. The 10 makes it through of Montrose. Josh Yarbrough damaged on the right front and the left front. We're going to take a look at that, folks. Don't go nowhere. We're going to look at it here from the Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds chopper cam. The 20 pushing the 2 here. You can see it on the outside lane. The 20 dropping low. The 2 moving too late. Gets turned by the 20. And only a handful of trucks actually make it through. I'm going to look at it here. Daniel Veerkamp goes back up and collects the field. Let's see it from Brian Ziemer's point of view, as all he sees is a golden car going down, smoke, and a parking garage. I don't think he hit anything. No, he didn't. He stopped with plenty enough time. Fantastic job, Brian Ziemer, seeing that wreck. Appreciate the replay there from Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds. You know what, Crew Chief Franklin? Yeah, that was quick. Ooh! So, with that being said here, we got some EOLs. Yarbrough in the pits. He's got to get some damage fixed here. There are no fast repairs in this league. We're all big boys here. So Yarbrough down. Charles Wilson's going to take the lead now, as I don't think he was involved, nor was Rob Hamilton. Matt Marklin. Dean Gear got a black flag, though. Not sure exactly for what Dean Gear got, as everybody else is down pit road. You can see that damage there on the front of the 77. Oh, Daniel Veerkamp with some substantial damage on the front as well. Hill Peterson looks to be okay. Montrose, he's all right. James Greeny looks like he's okay as well. And Exhumed, you can't hear Eric over the ad. Well, maybe you should subscribe, my friend. If you've got an Amazon Prime account, it is Amazon Prime does give you one free sub every month, and you could use that to subscribe to the Outcast Motorsports Network, where it will go commercial free. So we've got, looks like 4 guys here. Dean Gear still with a black flag. Charles Wilson been given an EOL, so he will drop to the rear for some reason. So that's going to put Hamilton and Marklin up front in the front row, as we're going to go green hopefully next time by. Peterson and Tibbs go back down pit road once again, maybe to get another splash and go. Brandon Brock, I don't think Brandon was involved in that. Oh yeah, we're going green next time. Bye, folks. We are 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. And while we're under caution, I want to see in the chat, who are we voting for tonight? Who do we have? Who we rooting for? Now remember, you don't have to be the fastest here. You just got to find somebody that you draft well with and try to strike a deal. You know, these drivers do have to be in the Discord chat channels. And if I go through these Discords, these chat channels, there's going to be guys that's teamed up in here, and maybe they'll try to work together amongst themselves in those voice channels. We'll have to see here, but that would be my guess. Carson Youngblood going to be restarting on the outside line. Man, he was moving right before that accident happened on that outside line. All right, pace cars back down, so these drivers going to get to the restart zone and haul the mail. Green flag back in the air. Here we go. The inside line got started really nicely here. Dean Gear with a black flag. That's the 92 machine. He's going to have to serve that under green flag. Here comes Matt Markland, James Greeny. Hooked up here, trying to make a run for the lead. Eric Johnson pulls in front of the Bulldog, also known as Ian Montrose. They're trying to get it hooked up. And Carson Youngblood down through the middle, all by himself. No help right now. No side drafting being done. There goes Dean Gear down pit road. Eric Johnson making a run to the outside now with Montrose and Zemer. Brandon Brock just staying back here in the draft. Carson Youngblood trying to get up there. Oh, and the 10 and the 18 now taking the lead as they tandem clear the 1 of Rob Hamilton now. Off the back of the 18, as you can see what he's seeing. Those beautiful Georgia Mountain Fairground banners on the top of the windshield for all these trucks made by Mark Kazin here, one of the league admins. Does a fantastic job behind the scenes, making sure these contingencies for the sponsors are looking crisp. Appreciate you, my buddy. Nice surge of energy coming back to the back bumper of the 18. Robert Tibbs on the high side here. The 16 trying to get connected. Seems like that outside line, though, is really struggling to connect. There we go. Now Carson Youngblood connected with the 19, so they should start moving up. Some drivers are going to see that, and they're probably going to pull up to the high side as well. Get on board here with Carson Youngblood, as all we can see is an Outcast logo, which is not a bad thing to see. Check and see what Brandon Brock sees as he's diagonal here on the bottom from the 16. No side drafting being had right here between the 19 and the 55. Brandon Bright with a nice run here. He's going to let off the throttle. And Montrose pushing the 18 in second place. Rob Hamilton staying strong in third, along with Matt Marklin in fourth. And you can see, just like I said, that outside line with the 19 and the 16 got started. Some drivers behind, seeing they were starting to gain a little bit of momentum, and decided to come up there to give a helping hand. Back a little bit further, James Greeny on the bottom side here underneath the 94. The two of Daniel Veerkamp at the back of the pack right now. Of this front pack, we've got our backpack here. Backpack, backpack, says Dora the Explorer. And that's with David DeVille, the 20 of Kel Peterson, Blair Jolly. And then we go back a little bit further. Charles Wilson, all by himself, has lost the draft. Anthony Bennett, Drew Calvert, tandem here trying to catch up to the back of the 57. That's 21st place that we're looking at here, which is Anthony Bennett. James Greeny kind of dropping some spots here due to that line getting organized each and every lap on that outside line. '55 kind of pulls up, does a little side draft action in the corner, kind of break up that outside line. The 16 is pushing the mess out of Robert Tibbs right now. Trying to do everything in his power to get that 19 and himself up to the front. Throwing everything at it, including the kitchen sink. As the 18 goes up, he sees the momentum coming from the 19. Goes up with the block to kill the momentum. New leader right now, as it stands, the 19 of Robert Tibbs. Ian Montrose, sorry. I don't know why I keep calling him Lane. Ian Montrose connecting back up with the 18 now after that lane switch. Looks like it didn't slow him down at all. The 19 and the 16 were able to clear. Eric Johnson for the bottom. Now Jordan Massey and Timothy Boyce, the leaders on the outside. And Eric Johnson decides he wants to pull up to the outside, get some action with the side draft. A heavy side draft coming from the 18 to the right rear. All you see is Outcast. Robert Tibbs and the 19, Eric Johnson and the 18 battling side by side here for the lead. Just keep swapping it around as they're coming up on the lap truck here of the 77. Still has substantial damage. Looks like his toe is still stubbed on that left front. Rob Hamilton stuck on that bottom right in front of the 51 and right behind the 10. That's an excellent place to be here. I mean, I think that's a great spot. That outside lane, you know, when these trucks crash down here in the corner, not saying they're going to, but they're getting kind of dicey right now. But the cars tend to go up the track, and I like being on the bottom myself at all times. Unless I just have a really, really strong team to help me push. Robert Tibbs, oh, risky move there. Looked like he went up just a little bit. He thought about blocking the run from the 18 and the 68. But didn't do it. And if he'd have waited another half a second, the 16 would have had so much momentum that he wouldn't have been able to go back down to clear. Ooh, the 19 very loose off the front nose of the 16. '18 went down to side draft here. Brandon Brock back in 14th spot. Ronnie Welchel running in the 12th spot, just in front of Brandon Brock. Let's highlight Ronnie Welchel here, as we're in the cockpit view, and we've got him here on the big screen, seeing what he sees. Got some pretty good momentum here as he's moving to the inside underneath the 25 of Greeny, kind of having to throttle just a little bit. Seems like he's pretty happy in the position he's in. And now on board here with Eric Johnson. As he was just the meat in the sandwich here a moment ago. Pulling to the back of Massey. Giving him a bump here in the corner. Oh, has to back out a little bit. As he's down here trying to give a side draft to the 10 right now. And now he's got the draft back up on the 68 of Jordan Massey. Keep her straight, old son. Keep her straight. And just below Eric Johnson is this guy right here, Rob Hamilton. Rob Hamilton still on that bottom. Very wise choice here, especially when we're running out of fuel. The 10's kind of got shoved up out of the way on that outside lane. And now we're on board here with James Greedy as he's not lost a draft yet, but it's not going to be too much longer. He's a half a second back. It looks further than it actually is, folks. He's still very securely in that draft, and you can see 180 miles per hour. He's definitely still got the speed. It should go up to about 181. Yep, there it is right there. So he is very strong in the draft now. He's going to really catch up here as they're getting ready to go into the tri-oval. The truck looking pretty stable as he's back up there in the pack. Looking good, Toad Mater. Keep it up, buddy. Keep it up. See Dean Gear just dropping behind here to give him a helping hand. Brian Zemer. Charles Wilson just entered the pit road to grab his fuel. A lot of drivers coming down. Rob Hamilton as well. Well, I'll say a lot. Looks like just 3 right now. I just saw a lot of jostling for position. It looked like more than it was. Montrose leading the way right now. You can see these trucks are on empty right now. They're about to be in fumes. A lot of drivers coming down this time. As Montrose stays out, Jordan Massey, Eric Johnson, Tibbs, Youngblood, Cody Siegel-Oliver, Ryan Zemer, Veerkamp, Theory, James Greeny, everybody coming down in that little pack there. So we've got one more pack remaining. Looks like it's about 7 drivers or so. Montrose leading the way. Here comes Brock and Welchel. They're going to have a huge run here on the 10. Ronnie Welchel also about to be running in fumes. You can see that bottom right of your screen, the telemetry there on the 62. He's just about out. And they're coming down right now. Montrose, Brock, Welchel, Timothy Boyce, Kel Peterson, Blair Jolly, all coming down. So with that being said, Tibbs going to take the lead back over with the 18 Eric Johnson pushing. They had really good time. Total pit time on the track, down pit road cone to cone, was about 36 seconds total time compared to everybody else's 38s to 44s. That's why they're so much further out. 2.5 seconds, looks like 2.6 seconds now over third place when it cycles out of Brian Zemer. Siegel-Oliver right here. Montrose coming out here, blending back onto the racing surface. It is showing him as the leader right now, but boy, these guys right here are barreling down on him as he's trying to get any draft he can, even pulling up behind the lap car of the 77. But look at the amount of speed the 19 and the 18 have as they're going to blow by him like he's sitting still. He's going to try to pull up to get a peek of the draft, and that's probably going to do it here. He should be able to hold the draft between just 2 tandem trucks. Yeah, half a second back. And closing, yeah, he's got the draft for sure. Check on Zemer. Oh, Zemer's got a pack behind him now. Lots of help coming out the rear for Brian Zemer. They should be able to do something with these guys. Montrose, Johnson, Tibbs. Take a look here. Tibbs, Johnson, Montrose, not quite up to the back of them yet, and that is absolutely killing them. These guys back behind them, like Zemer, Oliver, Vodka, Brock, Markland, if they can really get close together here, if the 13 can get that bubble cleared and get to the back of the 55, they're caught. It's lights out. Because these 6 can be faster than those 3. Montrose now, he's close. He's close to the back bumper. Johnson now. So that's really going to gain him some speed just because he closed that gap up. But these guys back here and 4th on back, they have got to stay tight together as they're losing time big time again. Got it back up to right at 3 seconds. They are losing time to the top 3. Now got it to 3.2 seconds. If we look back a little bit further in the next pack, you got Veerkamp, Massey, and Greeny. Just 3 trucks. There's Veerkamp, Massey. There's Greeny right there in the rear of the 3. And then you've got Welchel, Youngblood, and Hamilton, the next 3. And they're 11 seconds back from Robert Tibbs, the leader. Go back a little bit further, and you've got Peterson, Wilson, Jolly, Boyce, Theory. Some of these guys are hoping for a caution. Now the gap's closed just a little bit here. Due to some extracurricular help, if you will, from some little slower vehicles. Looks like Calvert and Bennett. Yeah, Calvert and Bennett as they go a lap down. That kind of helped close the gap up a little bit. Not really gaining anything, not really losing anything here for 4th place. Brian Zemer as he's leading that second little pack. And as the leaders cross the start-finish line, we are officially halfway in this race. Red Jenny, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Now Zemer and his squad back down to 3-second gap between Tibbs, Johnson, and Montrose. These guys are really doing something here. Out the back of Tibbs's car. You can see the second pack there entering turn 1 as they're exiting turn 2, and they have pulled another half a second just with these 3 trucks being tucked so well together. Eric Johnson not leaving the back of Robert Tibbs, and Eric Johnson looks like he got a little bit of a bubble here between him and a 10. The 10 closing it up. That's going to gain even more speed for the 3. Now the 10 pushing the 8 back up to the 19. And Zemer, Siegel, Oliver, Vodka, Brock, Markland still losing time. They've got to stop the bleeding here. Because if we do a little bit of math here, they last pitted on lap 23. So they can go another 20 after that. So that's 43. One more pit stop here. They're going to be able to make it as Cody Siegel Oliver pulls back out of the way, lets Vodka, Brock, and Markland go. And he's going to drop into the rear of the field because apparently he's saying he's not pushing well enough, so he's going to drop back, and that's going to put David Vodka to the rear of the 55. We're going to see if the bleeding will stop now as they're 4.3 seconds back from the back of the 10 of Montrose. Get on board here with David Vodka, looking like a really nice graph here on the left, the bottom left of your screen. Highest he's been tonight is P3, lowest is 21st, but he is trended up, sitting in 5th right now. Having a great run tonight, even though they are 4.3 seconds back. Nonetheless, he is in 5th position. Let's go back a little bit further. Daniel Veerkamp, Jordan Massey, these guys still in a line as Kel Peterson and crew, the 4th pack back. Trying to run them down. They're getting closer and closer. Looks like 1.9 seconds, we'll say 2 seconds back. It's actually pretty close, closer than you think. 20. And the 57 and the 14, as a matter of fact, are really tucked in together. Gaining some time. Now they're only a second and a half back from even catching Rob Hamilton. There's Rob there. He's got some, he's got 2 lap cars behind him here. That's Calvert and Bennett. Ronnie Welch still running in 12th. Daniel Veerkamp pulling out of the way. He's going to let Jordan Massey lead for a minute. See if they can't try to catch some of these guys. Cody Siegel Oliver, they are 9.5 seconds back from Siegel Oliver in 8th place. So they've got quite a ways to go here, with some heavy hitters in this little pack right here too. Gonna see if Massey can't lead the crew up there. Back up front. Oh, they've gained another truck here. It looks like Josh Newman out the back. Josh Newman 2 laps down. And first time chatter, Red Jenny with the smiley face. Appreciate you joining us tonight. Hope you're enjoying the show as much as I am. Robert Tibbs still leading the way. And who is that right there? Looks like the 73 of David DeVale. Brian Zemer still leading this little pack back here as they are 5.2 seconds back now. They are really falling back. Should be about 6 more laps or so, and these drivers should start coming down pit road. Let's take a look here at the telemetry. Yeah, they're about a quarter of a tank, so they got about 5-6 more laps, and they're going to be coming down pit road for that last stop of the night. And hopefully it's under green, but you know what? I'd like to get these drivers stacked back up for the viewers' satisfaction. Zemer now in the yellow, so he is at a quarter of a tank right now. Just a handful of laps left before he's going to have to pit. Robert Tibbs may have to pit a little bit earlier as he's, well, probably Zemer and Tibbs using the most fuel as they're out front and they're on separate packs. So they may try to get a little coordination here from the guys that are pushing them. And say, hey, let's pit a little bit early. I'm almost out of fuel. Now 5.5 seconds back, still bleeding. Jordan Massey leading this third pack. Kel Peterson now has worked his way up to the back of this pack. He sees the draft. He's got it. He's going to pull to the back here. He's not going to try to pass. He's going to try to work together, get these guys up here to the second little squad here, the gaggle of trucks. See if they can't work together. They're 10.5 seconds back now from Cody Sigel Oliver, who is the last truck in line in that second pack. Jordan Massey off the bottom, that's hurting them. Really got to stay glued in the corners to that yellow line so that all the trucks can stay tight together. Because if you don't have a good turn, you're not going to have a good exit. Therefore, you're not going to carry the maximum amount of speed that you need down the straightaways. All right, so these drivers are in their pit window right now. With 20 laps to go, they can go about 20 laps here. So, with that being said, they can pit at any moment now. So we'll keep our eyes peeled and see who's going to come down first. Eric Johnson down, Montrose, Tibbs. Tibbs a little hot, Montrose moving, Eric Johnson, Newman, leaders coming down. Vodka stays out. He misses his pit road entry here. Brandon Brock coming down with his group of guys. As Kel Peterson, Jolly, and Boyce stay out. Eric Johnson exiting pit road in the middle of 1 and 2. He's got Tibbs behind him there, a little further back than he would like. But with Tibbs and Montrose connecting together here in just a moment, along with Josh Newman, they're going to catch up to the 18 real quick. And away they go. Yeah, they're all four just about together now, closed back up like they were when they pitted. In different positions though. The 19 now in second, with the 18 Eric Johnson now leading the way. Peterson, Jolly, and Boyce still out as they're going to try to run it dry. Brian Ziemer now 7.5 seconds back with his group. Now they've got a big deficit to get out of. Peterson, Boyce, Jolly now down pit road. So the lead's going to go back to Tibbs now. As Johnson's up the track, Tibbs now going to lead the way. As Montrose is going to go by. Montrose is going to lead a little while. There's the Bulldog there. Top four still locked together strong. And with them swapping positions, that allowed Ziemer and his guys to gain a second on them. And there looks like they're still closing now. They're trying to get more in line as Brandon Brock now second in line of that second pack, trying to push the mess out of the 55 of Brian Ziemer. On board here with Brandon Brock. That's what you want to do, stay locked down into the bottom. Matt Markland behind Brock. Trying to close that gap up. The tighter you can get here, the faster you're going to go. Cody Sokol Oliver back behind him. Now they've got it down to 6.1 seconds here. Carson Youngblood leading this third pack, followed by Vodka, Peterson, Boyce, Welchel, Massey. Trying to stay nice and tight, close that gap up. But they've got a 12-second deficit they've got to get out of. Only one caution tonight, and that was right at the first lap. So it looks like we're going to stay green as we are on lap 14, coming to 13. So almost in the single digits. Top 4 still locked in. Well, top 3. And then there's Josh Newman, who is 2 laps down. Zemer and his guys have now lost back down to 6.5 seconds. Brock trying to push as much as he can without overheating at 3. Just so much he can do. Sean Wilson down pit road. They'll have a couple of good laps, Zemer, Brock, and Markland, and then they'll lose it back. You can see they're back down to 6.2. And these guys right here, they're not giving up. It's all about the gap for them. Let them battle it out amongst themselves when they come to the white flag. See if maybe Robert Tibbs can grab his win. Check back a little further. Carson Youngblood leading his group, the third group in line. 11 seconds back. They have gained quite a bit on the second group. About a second in the last 5 laps. But they're still 11 seconds back. Still got a lot of ground to make up, but they are chopping away at it. And it's all about points here for Carson Youngblood as he's trying to go for the championship. David Monica's got to get right to the back bumper of that 16 machine. Still gaining though. Rob Hamilton, and he's got 3 more behind him. That's Jolly, Brini, and Bierkamp. That's your 4th group back here. 7 seconds back from Jordan Massey. Back up front, Montrose still leading the way. Coming up on the lap traffic on the high side, that's the 57 and the 43. That's just going to add to the speed of the top group here. As you can see, Charles Wilson, Drew Calvert playing tag along here. Zemer's really cut that deficit though now. Really cutting it in quick. Just about 4.5 seconds now. They were, I believe, 6.5 seconds, so they've cut 2 seconds on the last 3 laps. And still moving. So perhaps this has actually slowed the leaders down, getting on new trucks in the back of that line. These guys in this second pack really started keeping it nice and tight as Drew Calvert on the high side. Must have a speed issue for him. He wasn't really able to hold on to that front pack. Now Zemer and Brock, the front two here on this second pack, losing ground once again. Now about 4.5 seconds, little over 4.5 seconds. As we're coming down to 6 laps to go. All the ground Carson Youngbloods worked so hard with his guys to close up has lost. Now he's back to just about 12 seconds. All that ground he's gained back down into pretty much right where they started after the pit cycles ran their course. And nobody has to worry about pitting. These guys can all make it all the way these last remaining 5 laps. Back up front, Montrose still leading the way. And you could take this to the bank. There is no way that Tibbs or Johnson are going to work together. There's no way. These 3 guys right here are the only ones with the chance to actually win this under green flag. I bet we're going to see a 3-wide finish here at the end. Eric Johnson's going to drag back a little bit. Get a nice run. And as soon as Tibbs try to make his move, he's going to stay in the draft with Montrose and then try to slingshot around both of them here coming out of turn number 4. But hey, we can't give his secrets away. So you didn't hear that from me. As the caution comes out, I can't believe it. Caution comes out. Unbelievable. There's smoke somewhere, not sure from who. Not sure what the caution was for. Someone in the chat talk to me so we can find it. I did see smoke, so somebody got sideways. As Montrose catches up to the pace car. Oh, I don't believe we're going to see anybody pit. I don't think anyway. I think these drivers have enough to make it all the way, but we're going to see here. Yeah, phantom debris because, I mean, I saw smoke, but I did not get any indication from the scoring and timing saying that anyone was involved in any kind of accident. So we'll have to see here. Montrose coming down. I am surprised. Looks like a lot of people are coming down to pit road here. Oh, Ronnie 22. Hey, man, you're late to the party, my buddy. So lap 1, turn 3. Josh was involved in an incident, and he wasn't the leader, but I think he was like second place. We can, if you're good with it, we can go up here and show you what happened. If you would like to see that, because the caution lights are still on, so we've got some time. All right, well, here we go. From the chopper cam, if we can find it here. That's a long way back. Not sure if I can find it here. I don't believe it's going to let me. No, it's not going to let me. That's unfortunate. Let's see if we could try it one more time here. No. Well, that sucks. I'm sorry, Ronnie. That was nearly 60 laps ago. All right, so as it plays out right here, as we're going back to the green flag, let's get the lineup. Matt Markland, Kel Peterson in row number 1. Once it's all settled out, they go side by side. It's going to be Timothy Boyce, Ronnie Welchel, row 2. Row 3, Jordan Massey, Rob Hamilton. Row 4, Daniel Vierkamp with Montrose. And row number 5, Eric Johnson with Robert Tibbs. That is going to be your top 5 row lineup here, your top 10. Man, no problem. Oh, Jacob Answorth with a save. 30-minute, 15-second on the stream. That's a good idea. If not, we will get that that stream up on YouTube tomorrow. Remember, Twitch is live, and then we upload the live to YouTube the very next day, so you folks can enjoy it over there. Okay, so as the dust settles here, it's going to be a green-white checkered flag, and Pubert Johnson driving and giving the 69 bits. Appreciate that, sir. Whew, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. there's going to be some first-time winners tonight. Or there's going to be a first-time winner. I just have a feeling. Matt Markland's in a fantastic spot. So is Timothy Boyce, Ronnie Welchel. Ronnie Welchel in a fantastic spot here, second on the outside row. Coming to the restart zone now for the green, white, checkered. Markland with a fantastic jump here. The 20 falls back behind the 51. The first three get in line. Ronnie Welchel also gets in line. Here comes Ronnie Welchel to the outside. Will somebody give him some help? Kel Peterson with the black flag. Kel Peterson scored with the black flag, pulls down, gets out of the way immediately. Ronnie Welch will be put in the middle. Three wide coming to the white flag. Montrose all the way to the top. White flag, it's official. They wrecked. It doesn't matter. We're racing back to the checkered flag. The 51 on the outside. Ronnie Welchel trying to take the lead on the high side. He's got the 19 of Robert Tibbs pushing him. Ronnie Welchel still looking fast. He's got it cleared. Does he pull down in front of the 51? The 51's got a little bit of momentum here, but the 19 still on the move. Ronnie Welchel being pushed by Tibbs. Oh, Eric Johnson spins. We've got some more action back here. Ronnie Welchel crossing the start-finish line. Welchel's going to win it tonight here at Talladega. Carrying the sponsor of this series, Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds. How about that? That's what I'm talking about. Ronnie Welchel with the win here at Outcast Motorsports Truck Series. Super excited. Tibbs, Robert Tibbs, hats off to Robert Tibbs. Could have made the pass, but decided to stay stuck to the back of the 62 machine and push him to the victory. Tank Man 1982, boy, you have no idea. Ronnie Welchel from Hiawassee, Georgia, going to win his first race here at Outcast in the 4 seasons that we've had this thing going. Fantastic run, man. Sparta elbows out. The racing team. How about that? Man, oh man, am I excited? Am I pumped or am I pumped, folks? Ronnie Welchel bringing it to the checkered flag in first place and now burning it down. You know what? We're going to destroy these tires. We're going to run this sucker out of fuel. We're going to blow it up. Whatever we got to do. And you can see him there on screen too, folks. He's in the VR. You know he's loving it. Take Man, I'll give you that information real soon here as we let Ronnie Welchel do his thing, and we'll get to the finish results here. Just like this, he's going down pit road. and into his box where he's going to park it for the night. That's close enough to victory lane. All right, let's get down to the brass tacks here. Ronnie Welchel leading one lap. Only one lap out of 60 laps, and it was the last one right at the line. Robert Tibbs bringing it home second. Fantastic sportsmanship and class act move by Robert Tibbs to push Welchel to the victory here tonight. David Vodka, look at this. David Vodka finished in third place. Fantastic run by David. Ian Montrose finishes fourth. Carson Youngblood in fifth with Brian Zemer sixth. Matt Markland seventh. Timothy Boyce in eighth. Rob Hamilton ninth with Ed Theory in 10th. Man, that's a solid top 10 right there. Daniel Viercat bringing it home in 11th. Jordan Massey 12th. Blair Jolly in 13th with Cody Siegel-Oliver 14th. James Greeny 15th. Eric Johnson 16th. David DeVell in 17th with Dean Gear 18th. Kel Peterson in 19th, and Josh Newman bringing it home in 20th. Pole position is going to go to Josh Yarbrough. Fastest lap, Carson Youngblood with a 52.275. Most laps led tonight. No surprise there. Robert Tibbs, and also brings it in second place. Hard Charger, Robert Tibbs up 18 spots from his starting position. 2 cautions for 6 laps out of 60 laps. That's pretty impressive here, especially at Talladega. And 11 green flag lead changes. And look at that. We ran Ronnie Welchel laps. 62 laps we ran. And the 62 brings it home here in victory lane. That's absolutely incredible. So, let's get over here. And I want to talk to David Vodka. We got to talk to David Vodka here. See if we can get him. I gotta find my room here. There we are. David Vodka, Glad Dad in the booth. Man, you got me.
Yes, sir. Glad Dad, I got you. How's it going?
Ooh, it's going good, man. Hey, I'm excited. I'm excited for you. Not just the fact that Ronnie Welchel won this race, but for you, David.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that.
All the bad luck, all the misfortunes, and tonight, you brought it home. In third place, I'm super proud of you. I just want you to know that. I'm super, super proud of you. It's a solid finish tonight.
I do appreciate that, and I got to hand it to Ronnie for a good win. That's a most excellent win.
Absolutely, man. Was your strategy just to try to stay clean there? And did you get caught up in that lap 1 wreck in turn 3?
I did. I got like a minute damage. I think I got 40 seconds of it fixed. I figured with just 20 seconds of damage left, I was good. So I was going to just keep on running, get it fixed if we got another yellow, but packed run clean there to the end. I did have a misfortune on a green flag pit.
I did see that. The last one, you missed the entry, had to go back around, but hey, the caution came out and saved you.
Yeah, it worked out. Yeah, we were, I think, going to finish around 9th or 10th, and they had that caution. And I don't know, just lucky stars there. They all went left, I went right, and got a third place out of it. Got a good push by Ian.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, Ian did a good job pushing you there. Man, I just can't say enough about your perseverance here in this league. Just a not give up attitude. That's what Outcast is about, learning. And man, just super proud of the effort you put in tonight and since you've joined this league.
I appreciate that. This is a very tough league. Heck, if you can get in the top 10, you're doing great here. But while I got a chance, I'd like to thank the sponsors, Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds, Auto America, Outcast Racing Network. Glad Dad, I appreciate it. You're doing a great job. Jackie Jones Dodge, Soda, Pinnacle Wraps. They do a good job with the wraps. I don't know if you've seen my paint job, but Pinnacle Wraps done it. Looks great. Outcast Apparel. There's some good shirts, T-shirts coming out of there. Looks good. LuLaRoe and Half Moon Designs. Thanks for all the sponsors.
Absolutely, David. Fantastic shout-outs, buddy. And hopefully we'll see you in the podium very soon, and we'll definitely talk to you soon, that's for sure.
All right, got that. Appreciate it. Great job, Glad Ed. Have
Hey,
a good
buddy.
night.
You too, man. All right, that was third place. Now let's get in here. Robert Tibbs, who led the most laps and the hard charger for tonight's race. And before you talk here, Robert, I just got to say a class act move pushing Ronnie Welcher to his first victory tonight. I can't say enough about what you did there. That was just amazing.
Boy, how about it? Wasn't that something? That was exciting right there.
That was, if I'd have had my webcam on, you would have seen me going apes in here. I was standing up screaming. It was just an all out fun. And I honestly, I thought you were going to probably win the race. It was going to, if it stayed green, it was going to be between you, Montrose, and Johnson. And I'm like, oh, they're going to finish 3 wide here, coming to the checker flag. And then that caution came out, and I'm like, oh man, now what's going to happen? And then once I saw you connect with Ronnie, I was like, he's going to push him out, and then they're probably going to try to settle it between themselves. And then when you didn't go into the tri-bowl, I was like, man, you go push Ronnie to the win. I can't believe it.
That's right, man. That's what Outcast is all about. Just getting in here, learning, having a good group of guys to race, and getting Ronnie his first win. I mean, what more can you ask? That was pretty good.
Absolutely, man. And it should help you out in the points a little bit. You didn't get caught up in that first wreck, did you?
Oh no, I qualified bad and missed it completely.
I knew you were back there. You qualified 20th, and it happened in the front, and the whole front half of the trucks were gone.
Yeah, it was a blessing in disguise, But like to give a shout out to Eric Johnson and a couple other guys back there. They were working together, pushing. We were sticking together, pitting at the same time. It was great. It was good teamwork.
Absolutely, man. And if you got any other shout outs you'd like to give, we'll get those and we'll send you on your way.
I appreciate it. And shout out to Ronnie, Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds for everything they do. Half Moon Designs, Pinnacle Wraps, Serta Simmons, Jackie Jones. I mean, it's just everything you guys do is awesome. And you in the booth, I appreciate you coming out here every night, putting on one heck of a show for us.
Man, hey, the pleasure is all mine. And I wouldn't be half as funny or half as entertaining as if you guys were boring. So hats off to y'all. So anyway. All right, buddy.
I'll catch you later.
All right, man. Take it easy and good second place finish.
Thank you.
All right, folks, without further ado, man, let's get this guy in here driving the sponsored truck. We ran Ronnie Welcher laps, 62 laps for Green White Checkered, and the 62 brings it to victory lane for his first win in all 4 seasons. Ronnie, I'm super proud of you, man. And I can't say enough about Robert Tibbs helping you get this win. It was super special seeing you cross the start-finish line in first place.
Robert Tibbs, thank you. Thank you. I don't know whether to laugh or cry.
Oh, man.
To win in this league is something special. If it hadn't been for Robert, I wouldn't have been up there. I've been trying to listen to all the guys that have been helping me to get better and better, and I've been improving. I know I have. But to be up here where I am now, man, and to have the Glad Dad call it for me.
You better believe it. Hey, and I expect you to go back and listen. Buddy, I was standing up. I've got a corded mic that was almost wireless, yelling at the top of my lungs. I just couldn't believe it. When you crossed it, I'm like, when you were in the lead coming out of 4, I was like, Robert Tibbs is going to take it. And when he stayed behind you coming into the tribal, I was like, this is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. Hey, Ronnie, I'm so, so proud of you. So proud of you. And I guarantee you the entire league, the entire community, everybody that's watching week in and week out are just rooting you on. And to see that 62 machine finally cross the start finish line and do those burnouts was life's complete. Life is complete, my friend.
They have to go buy me a new wheel because I think I bent this one when I crossed the line. I was beating on it.
You know what? You send me the bill. We'll make some payments on it.
There you go.
Absolutely, man.
Thank you so much.
If you got any shout outs, which I know you do, hey, you've been saving them shout outs for 4 seasons, and I need at least 15 minutes of shout outs. So get them going.
I'll give you one or two.
All right.
I want to appreciate Eric, Terry, Kyle, and I know I'm missing some, but Charles. Every one of them have helped me get better and helped me to get right here. I want to appreciate the fans for showing up every week to watch us do this. Two nights a week, watch us do this. And it's just fantastic to be able to do this. Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds. That's my sponsor. And that's what we need to do. We all need to go to Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds on the next concert and just show out. Grand Island Auto America, Outcast Network, that's you, Adam. We appreciate everything you do. Jackie Jones, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram here in Hazel, or up there in Hazel, North Carolina. Curtis Simmons, Alton Hall Construction, Outcast Custom Apparel, Pinnacle Wraps. Guess what? He did that wrap for my truck. It's a winning wrap.
That's right.
Half Moon Designs, LuLaRoe by Tammy Litweiler. And I guess I need to thank my family for letting me do this so much.
Absolutely.
And it was a flat ball, guys. I just don't know what to do right now. It ain't sunk in yet.
You know what? You can cry. I've cried already. I've cried. So, hey, I know it's emotional, man. I know it's emotional. Hey, we put a lot, well, not just me. I don't put nearly as much work in as you original admins do for this league, and it speaks volumes. I mean, just listen to your voice as you're celebrating and giving the shout outs. I can tell that this league means so much to you, and it just makes me want to be involved more than I'm being involved now. We're so proud of you.
Yeah, it's just great being in this league. This is the top league in iRacing. I believe it all the way that this is the top league. You know, I had decided I was going to be good at 12th place just before that caution. So, you know, I mean, 12th place with this league is great, but to win, man. And I got to say sorry to the guys that were in my voice chat because I started hollering.
That's awesome. It's fine. I mean, they were older guys anyway, and I'm sure they can half hear anyway. So,
Hey, the oldest guy in the league has won a race.
heck yeah, buddy.
What about it, youngin?
There we go. There we go. Hey, from one old guy to another, we're proud of you.
Thank you, Adam. Thank you very much.
All right, Ronnie, we'll talk to you soon, man. We'll get this show closed down, and we'll talk to you real soon.
All right. Thank you, Adam.
Yes, sir. All right, folks. How about that show? Man, can't say enough about this race. I mean, we had a phantom caution somehow with 5 laps to go to bring out a green-white checkered. But for 60 laps, pretty much 60 laps, you know, one caution. That says a lot about this league. Oh, Glat Mom in the chat. This may be my favorite podium interview. You better believe it. All right, so we had a person up here. Brock the Troll, did you get... Who was that? I'm looking for here. There was someone, Tankman 1982. Brock, can you get with him and give him some information for next season's league, please, here at Outcast? Give him some information, please, if you're still watching. Appreciate Rugged for the follow and a ton of gifted subs. Appreciate that. Anyway, look, folks, we're going to get into the shout-outs here. Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds, the title sponsor of the Truck Series. Ronnie Welchel, the title winner of Talladega tonight, carrying the title sponsor, Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds. LuLaRoe by Tammy, Serta Simmons Betting, Jackie Jones Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, Auto America, Half Moon Designs, Outcast Custom Apparel, Outcast Motorsports Network, which is me. And if you want to get a winning truck, you know it's going to be a winning scheme. Get with Pinnacle Wraps, Drew Kuhn. He will carry you to victory lane with his wraps. They are freaky fast. Anyway, folks, we're going to be back Thursday night for Outcast in the Gen 6 here at Talladega. That's going to be fun and absolutely legendary. Thanks, Papa Brown, for the follow. And then tomorrow night, we got Outcast Motorsports Network, which is myself, coming back to cover Turn 4 Cup Series. It's going to be some of these guys, but it's going to be some other guys. It's another league we're doing, but we're going to be doing that Wednesday night, and Thursday, of course, is the Gen 6 Series. So, with that being said, the sponsors are done. Top 3, Ronnie Welchel, Robert Tibbs, and David Vodka. And, Pubert Johnson in the chat. We love you, Adam. Well, I love you guys, too. And also want to give a shout-out to all the people watching the Twitch stream. Man, it's been a blast calling the shots for you guys, keeping you guys informed. Hope you love everything we're doing here. Please give us a follow, a like, a share, a subscribe. Whatever you got, whatever you want to do, we appreciate it. And with that being said, we're going to get out of here tonight. Oh, and Tank Man, are you satisfied? If not, I can stay on a little bit longer and walk you through what needs to be done. We've got right there in the bottom of the screen, there is the Discord link, and it plays throughout the stream. If you want to go back and record that, join the Discord. We'll get you set up for next season's league races, whether you want to do Tuesday nights or Thursday nights. But anyway, we're going to, we've got live on Twitch, and then we take the live stream and put it on YouTube. So there's plenty of opportunities for you guys to get in here, like the videos, watch it, go back, relive it, enjoy it, listen to me. You know, I spend a lot of time talking to myself, and now I get to talk to you folks. But anyway, enough rambling. This is the Glad Dad reminding you to stay fast, stay clean, and as always, it's okay to be an outcast. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. You guys take it easy. Love ya. Bye.